What up, Dolo? So I'm curious to see here with this. It's gonna be more, I guess, kind of reaction based here, only because um, there's copyright stuff for girls. What I just tell you? There's gonna be copyright stuff if by us trying to stream their stuff. What's happening, Marcus? Now, on the flip side is Marcus posted something in our Discord and in our other league about. Looks like EA dropped a bunch of stuff here of what to expect. So I'm just curious when this reveal starts if we're gonna get the same news that is already been kind of pre-released here on the EA site. I am liking the coaching goals thing where it looks like there's 3 of them that they're gonna prioritize for school and seeing if more people are going to actually lose their job. The one thing I wish they would do is if you get fired from your job, I wish you would automatically get another offer, even if it's a lower school. That'd be hard for some leagues, though. But Ted, there's several streamers streaming. What's up? Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I can do that because when I tried doing it for mine, it was talking about there was copyright infringement. So, also, is I don't want any of that copyright stuff coming back on my channel. So, um, but some of the stuff looks cool, but again, kind of we won't know for sure until we're in the thick of things. Like I said, I'm curious to see all the Dynasty Blueprint stuff, how it all works. It looks like some of the stuff actually that Hey, you're about to get out. Be quiet. It does look like they put like an NIL point system in there, which is one of the things that I've been asking about for like months now. So we'll see how that plays off. Uh, Trying to read more on this Dynasty Blueprint stuff. I'm not sure. Is anybody seeing the live stream stuff here? Because I'm actually not getting it. I don't see anybody streaming actually the thing right now. I see this one dude is streaming. Quite a few people actually. Let me see. Let me just click this dude. Oh, they are late? Okay. Hold on. Where is the actual EA Sports one? I don't want the... It's just showing me other streamers. I definitely don't want to watch other streamers, but... I guess I'll go back to this dude's stream, I guess, because I can't fucking... Hold on. Girls, shh. What is this? You're about to get out. Do y'all have the actual let me see. Because for whatever reason, these dudes have this shit muted. And I can't do other one. So what? So here they're showing the stuff here. So it looks like they're combining in here? Yeah, this is stupid. They're mixing in college and NFL stuff right now. Shh. So this, if you guys aren't watching on another stream, hey, be quiet. Hazel, get away from me. Get out. Okay, it doesn't have dry bones. You're okay. So right now, it looks like just the developer's kind of breaking it for anybody that's not watching the live portion of it. Again, copyright stuff has me not doing it. I don't know how some other people are getting it up there without the copyright. Juliana, keep your hands to yourself. Hazel. In the shot, let me see. I'm trying to get something here up where I know if I go to this though, it's gonna have the it's gonna bring up the what you call it. It's gonna bring up the copyright infringement things. Then you guys are gonna be looking at my dumbass camera, looking at me, looking at a black screen most likely. I like how they have the director or one of the producers or developers, I mean, up here trying to like build suspense. Like, bro, just show us this stuff. I should have. Hold on, let me see. I still might be able to do that actually. Oh wait, hold on. Well, then the thing is, I don't know if everybody's in here is in the Discord, so um, this guy's just doing a little talking is all he's doing. Yeah, maybe, but let's see. See, it's all these other people. What would be the streaming title for this? Call me Jaden. These are other content creators, but we're not trying to go through other content creators stuff. Hmm.
All right, what's going on, guys? We just got some big information from EA themselves on exactly what to
What's
expect
happening at
in
Zach?
tonight's show, and it's a lot of information, so I'm going to break.
Hold on. This. Ah, here we go. Okay. Let me know on the volume here, guys, if we can hear this or not.
Fandom year round. There's much more to come on that, but we are very excited for the future of football. All right, now speaking of platforms, we want every football fan to feel connected across our ecosystem.
Can you guys hear it?
That's why I am
By chance
excited
or no?
to share with you all tonight that College Football 27 will launch on PC for the first time. I've seen the comments. I know you wanted to hear that. It's coming. So it will join Madden NFL, giving our PC community the chance to play both
Are we
college
good? Can you guys
football
hear?
and Madden at the highest fidelity possible. I'm also excited to share that EA Sports College Football is coming to mobile this year, bringing the power and beauty of Frostbite gameplay and an all-new Dynasty experience later this year. Now, I might be biased, but I
Guys,
think it's
can
the
we hear?
best-looking game on a mobile device from a sports perspective. So whether you play on console, PC, or mobile, football fans have more ways to play college football and Madden NFL anywhere, anytime. All right, now, without further ado, let's get to our first look at College Football 27 and Madden NFL 27.
I ain't lying to you.
College Football
Signetti
27 is
fits the
built to
vibe
reflect
of
the
what this
modern,
game
evolving college football landscape, delivering new ways to play in Dynasty, Road to Glory, Ultimate Team, and more. Our goal is to create an experience with depth, challenge, emotion, and the current real-world college football decision-making landscape. So whether you're building your program, becoming a five-star recruit, or creating your ultimate team of current or legendary players, College Football 27 is built around one question. Are you doing it for the you or for yourself? This is College Football 27.
A century of futility is forgotten. The Indiana Hoosiers are the kings of college football.
Some players who walk through that tunnel onto that field grew up dreaming about putting on this uniform.
Oh, you're the frog.
They've rooted for this team their whole life and want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. Some have another dream: the money, the deals, the cars, those shiny teeth. That's college football now. I get it. Everyone's got to make a name for themselves. Truth is, I don't care why you show up. I care what happens after you do.
We're having it.
I care if you love to compete. If you want every advantage. And if it turns into one thing on Saturday, winning. That's why I want you here. That's what you're here to do. And there's no better place to do it.
Hopefully we get more than just that, though.
I don't know, something about that pulls at the heartstrings. The music, college football, it's just amazing. We are honored to have Coach Cignetti representing the reigning national champions in this year's trailer. Congratulations once again to the University of Indiana. Now don't worry, I know you want more than that. The development team is going to come out here and take you much deeper in just a few moments, including gameplay and what's new across your favorite modes in college football. But before we do that, I do want to get you just as hyped on Madden NFL 27. Madden NFL 27 brings meaningful innovations for every type of player. Whether you come for precision gameplay, superstar mode, of course franchise mode, or presentation that makes every game feel connected to the night of the week, your team's traditions, or the moment in the virtual season that you're in right now. And I'm very happy to share that Madden NFL 27 represents our second consecutive year of a deep investment and a major leap forward for franchise mode players. This year, franchise mode is designed to bring the action to you in a more alive and dynamic way, putting you in control of the decision that defines a GM, a coach, or an entire league. In
Did
Madden
they confirm
NFL 27,
anything for the
it's your league. All right, let's take a look at how one of our newest GMs sees it. Check it out.
Huh? What's there to talk about? Undefeated season, Super Bowl champions. I mean, has any other team shut out all their opponents during the regular season and through the playoffs in the Super Bowl before? Oh, no, really? We're the first one? Oh, well, that'll be a fun trivia question going forward. Next question. I'm a decision maker. It's what I do. It's not my fault the rest of the league can't keep up. Blame them. But really blame me, because I've raised the bar super high. My first decision, lock down my franchise QB. Caleb, what I'm telling you, big guy, is I love you. And you want to know how you know I love you? Because I'm giving you all my money.
Good use of funds.
Size, athleticism, IQ, chill under pressure. Caleb Williams is permafrost. We've done the focus groups, we've done the straw polls. They love it. It's permafrost. Look, I'm not some indecisive GM without a plan who's just gonna pull a 48-year-old quarterback out of retirement just because I can.
Man, checking on that backup QB gig.
How many touchdowns? The answer is yes. How do we stop this? Yes. You're my guy and you're in.
Thanks, Vince.
All right, great seeing you.
Building something special here.
Not a chance. Cheryl! We got a red one in here. We talked about it. It all starts at the negotiation table. Lucky I like to talk. No. I'll find the money, Jacob. Trade requests, extensions, holdouts. Leonard, there is an I in win. And there's also an I in Vince. A lot of pageantry. You totally did the right thing. You're fired, but you handled it well. Bye-bye. And you gotta have a deft touch with this stuff.
Worked for me.
On the field, I like to score. Call me crazy. I'm a scheme guy, though. I don't just run the same play over and over just because it works.
Push.
JK, I do that. Everyone's excited about what we've been building. We're 6-0, so I just expect to go to 7-0 and 8-0 and 9-0. My favorite scheme? Get the ball to the money players. The NFC's real hungry.
Golly, what's a feast without a little gravy?
But defense wins championships, so I stole an all-pro corner from an unsuspecting casual.
He called me brother and then ripped me off?
This gig is all about keeping your emotions in check.
Get the best player!
Demand a trade? You were talking to Vince Vaughn, ain't you?
I mean, Vince has been an unbelievable GM. He's new to this, but it appears to be Vince's world, and we're all just living in it.
You can never get comfortable in this league. That's why I prefer to stay 6 steps ahead. Since you can't predict the weather, I turned the temp way down. Everyone copied that one. I also created a whole new menu, Chicago Dogs Only. Feels nice to be recognized. Last Sunday, I ran nothing but Tampa 2 to take away all those drags you guys love to run.
Goodbye, drag routes.
I have no idea what's going on right now. He was the GM, now he's the coach. What's next? Vince Vaughn at quarterback?
I think it's important to get this out of the way.
Fair ball!
The rumors are true.
Hibernate! Picnic!
I'm the coach, I'm the GM, and I will be playing quarterback.
That's not clone.
Honey!
Am I in on Vince Vaughn at quarterback? He's 56.
Nothing can replace just literal decades of life experience.
Decades and decades and decades.
This is a joke, right?
I can play till 56.
He's 6'5", he's your traditional pocket passer. The knees aren't what they used to be, but I kind of want to see it.
You know, Caleb's supportive. We're going to have a spot for him, but I think he's just loving watching me play quarterback. I mean, we're a team. Everyone puts the team first, and that's why I'm running everything. To all the haters out there, do me a favor. Stick around and watch it. It'll be more of the same next year. Thank you again. Go Bears. Would you look at that? I mean, do I deserve a statue next to Sweetness? I'm not saying I don't. Maybe you'll get one too.
Maybe.
Time to run it back.
I'm a chairman of the board. I'm a chairman of the board. Said I'm a chairman.
I would say, what did that tell us about the game? Funny, sure.
All right, we love Vince Vaughn. He's a legendary Bears fan, if you didn't know, and now he's apparently a legendary Bears GM. So we can't wait for you to get your hands on the new franchise improvements and experience a league that truly reacts to you this season. You're going to hear a lot more about that in just a few moments when Clint is up here. All right, are you ready to go deeper than that, though? Those are just trailers. You want to hear more? I'm guessing you do. Come on. All right. All right, so stick around for the entire show because we're going to unveil the games, and you'll find out how to get beta access and feel it for yourselves. You'll learn how to pre-order and join a brand new program that delivers the most value we've ever offered. And you'll see your favorite community members, all you lovely people in the room here tonight, and creators play the games for the first time and share their reactions. So once again, welcome to the opening drive.
We just heard about where football is going. Now, let's show you how it plays. Because this year, EA Sports isn't just building games, they're building a connected football experience. From Fridays to Saturdays to Sundays, every moment, every decision, every snap is now connected. It all starts on the gridiron. To take us through how it all comes together on the field, here's senior game designer director, the OG, Scott O'Gallagher.
Come, baby, let's get this thing cracking now. All right, gameplay above everything. The first thing I said is you damn right, baby. Who is excited to see some gameplay right now over college and Madden football? We have an exciting feature set for you, and I got to admit, you guys seeing my face this early, it's throwing me off for a little bit because, Nick, usually it's you, me, and then we're watching Bordeaux catch an L to one of our college cover athletes. Don't get it twisted, though. You're still better than Bengal. No doubt about it. All right, let's talk about how we bring all of this together. Every year after the season ends, we get, in our mini camp, or we like to call pre-production, and then, we look at themes and things that you guys say, because your feedback is essential to what we do. So let's look at how we broke this down. You first told us that you wanted more tools defensively. The AI logic needed to be better. You wanted more control on the other side of the football, and that's why we rallied behind defense wins championships. Next is built from game day. This is our authenticity pillar. We know that every team is somebody's favorite team, and you're going to see how we delivered that this year. And then last but not least is play your way. With all the features you're going to hear tonight, the different settings, how are we giving you the tools to ultimately play your way? And now let's get to it. Defense wins championships, and it starts fundamentally. For years, one of the biggest holes that we have had to shore up that we did this year was what we call look for work. What is look for work? That's that middle linebacker seeing that drag coming right at you, and he can anticipate. In our game last year and in previous and any other football game made, defending in the zone, they didn't move until they got into their zone. That all changes here. And we're going to go right here to the film room, and we're going to see Fred Warner here. And I want you to see his ability to look for work. Love drops. He's in his hook zone. He's going to drop properly. He's going to anticipate it. Love has to make a call. We're throwing a pick. Here we go. We're moving. Next, from there we said, all right, now that we've gotten look for work in the game, how do we give the users more tools to control how they want to play in zones? And now we're introducing smart zones. So now, both on an individual or team level, you can decide how aggressive that you want them to be. Do you want that Mike backer because the mesh concept is driving you crazy and you want to get up and take that away? Just put him in ultra aggressive. Is the quarterback killing you with that two ball or that deep over? Put him in ultra conservative and he'll prefer routes and prioritize routes behind him. Here, We're going into aggressive. They're running that slant flat concept, pick six. We're going back to the crib. We are giving you more options than you have ever had before. Come on, we got to clap that up. This is defense we're talking about here, fellas. We're talking defense. All right, but we know that football is not perfect, and there is a lot of, you call the perfect defensive play. You're clamping them up. You got them strapped and locked up like the kids say these days, and then all of a sudden the quarterback is going to evade the pocket. I mean, we got the legend Michael Vick sitting over there. Shout out to the legend. Clap it up for the legend. But the thing is similar to Madden 2004 summer, you guys are still trying to play it the same way. You get out and you're just scrambling everywhere. And so we had to introduce what is real, and real football is plaster logic. No longer are guys just standing around and just covering grass like your favorite City League flag football player. They are out here moving, attaching, locking, and ultimately clamping, and hopefully giving you a better chance not to give up those big plays. Shout out to Mike Vick, the greatest Madden player that we've ever had. And now here, we meet with hundreds of coaches, defensive coordinators all around the NFL and college football. And this thing here, we are now providing 25 new coverage checks. How do you want to play bunch? How do you want to play trips? How do you want to play stack? The options are endless. You can set them in the front end to then be like your favorite coordinator. And now we get into our wide receiver press. I saw Ocho Cinco earlier in here, but I mean, no one did it better than him. One of my favorite routes, or one of my favorite NFL films, he's like, I need you right here. That's everything I said to our dev team. It felt like every time we were going over this feature. Now, with our wide receiver defensive press improvements, receivers actually have logic around the route they are trying to run. If they're running a deep out, they're going to try to win on the outside. If they're running a deep in, they're trying to get to the inside. On the other side of that coin, corners, and now leverage is going to mean more than it even last year and ever before, because we have boosted chances when they are in the appropriate leverage.
To me, what it looks like,
and then we go to jostle. Some of my favorite cornerbacks of all time, guys like Aeneas
buff
Williams,
the defense,
Darrell
but they're
Revis.
Also to make it look like they've improved the game, so they're going to actually nerf the offense.
Our game has always been hard to replicate them because they were not known as the fastest, even though they
That's what they're going to do.
Run. They were great with technique.
Why do
really
they do that?
Physical. And so
because
how
when
are we going to do that?
Out,
that is with our brand new wide receiver DB jostle system.
Or it needs to be improved.
And now
that
you
way,
as a user, you can
they
attach
always have something to improve on. Instead of just giving us the best quality game you can give us and then make tweaks off that. But
or you can attach when the ball is in flight.
And
keep in mind, when you are attached, you are slowing the wide receiver down, thus putting yourself in the best position to make a play. And here we go, built from game day, baby. Every player is somebody's favorite player. I want you guys to take a look at Colin Simmons. You see him. He's one of the best defensive ends that there is out there. You see all of his physicals and the different tiers. Yeah. Over the past couple of years, you guys have been very vocal that you prefer the tiered ability system. And we listen. Because
so I guess for people that aren't as skilled on offense, that's going to be music to their ears.
The tiered ability system is going to debut in Madden NFL 27. Clap that up.
So the same abilities.
And being a lifelong Rams fan, and I haven't missed a single game in 30 years, I am going to formally welcome Myles Garrett to the Rams house. Myles Garrett, thank you, brother. Can't wait to have you. All right, those two guys dominated in the trenches. When you looked at our game and you looked at real life, where it really broke down was when it's goal line on goal line, big on big, 13 personnel. It just didn't look like what you see on Saturdays and Sundays until now. We've got brand new 2-player, 3-player, 4-player animations. We've got cut blocking, submarine techniques to really make it so you
like
have
how they're showing this against goal line defense
inside those situations.
What about when somebody's running a 3-3-5 stack and they can just gap shoot or Superman dive
to really
and completely take away that power eye?
And when you talk about inside the trenches, there's nothing like the quarterback sneak. And you say, what the hell am I looking at here? Yep, you got a QB sneak meter, right? And you see the green. Let's talk about the green. The green all comes in. The first thing that we look at is your center. your 2 guards, and then your quarterback. And then we'd say, all right, we're going to take those ratings and we're going to compare them. Do you have anybody in a zero technique? Are both A gaps filled? And then when it goes side to side, that is all dependent on the situation. Is it a long 4th and 1? Is home field advantage rocking? What type of scenario is really at play here? But the point being, quarterback sneaks are no longer automatic. Clap that up. I know you're excited. Everybody at home is excited.
And that bar is pretty fucking big.
We gotta love the trenches. And you know the motto, if it's in the game, it's in the game, baby. The tush push. It's made its way to Madden NFL 27. And probably maybe only Philly fans are happy about that. Come on, man. All right, Simheads, rejoice. What you've been asking for. Home field advantage is back, and it's back in the way that you asked. You're going to see a decimal meter that represents the crowd volume. It was imperative that we made Kansas City or Arrowhead really feel like Arrowhead. And Arrowhead should feel different in November than it does in January. And that is exactly what's going to come when you play your game in here in a few.
Stadium Pulse, I'm not going to say it's non-existent in the pros. It's definitely not anything near college.
Weather.
That's silly.
I know you guys are excited about
But I told you guys this,
weather,
right?
But that
they're going to give us some
changed
stuff
the game
that is
in the
cool,
AFC
that's
Championship
kind of
game
neat.
where it was clear, and then it was
But they're
nothing
also
going to
give us stuff that we did not ask to be
changed. That can happen in your game as well. But
And
keep
that's
in
going to be them
mind,
prioritizing improving the game and adding
as
stuff.
the weather gets worse, the gameplay only gets tougher, so good luck with that.
Dynamic weather is cool.
All right, let's get into play your way. And nothing screams play your way like timing-based catching. Timing-based catching for years, whether it's the toe drag swag, the catch in traffic, trying to moss somebody, that has all been subject to ratings until now. And let's talk about what you're dealing with here.
Till now. That's
Red,
what we want to hear.
You're too late. You dropped it. All right, take your ass back to the huddle. Let's get to a new play. Next, we're slightly early. When it goes into early, we're back into ratings. And the size of your yellow depends on how good your receiver is. And then there's green. You know my background. You know the kids love greens, right? But here's the thing with the greens. The greens are dynamic. This all depends on the situation. How good is your receiver? Who's covering him? How covered is he? What type of catch are you going for? Point being is that now, for the first time ever, the choice is yours. And what else I love it? Oh, gee, I can't catch the ball, man. Your game's broke. Fix your game, man. Okay, well, go turn the setting on, pal. Here you go. Go have at it. All right? And then, two, it works on both sides of the ball. So you want to clamp up and then hit your TBC, go have at it. Go have some fun. We're locking up on the defensive end this year, fellas. All right, now we're moving on to custom adjustments. Some of you out here tried to leak it. You tried. No, winners win out here. There's only so much you're going to be able to do.
Yeah, I don't fuck with all the mini games.
Right?
I do like the
more
custom
meat on
adjustments
this
thing.
bone,
I think that's
right?
pretty cool.
Custom adjustments are about giving players their own unique football language. You see it every Saturday and Sunday. There's a call. They're going to a combo call. There's a big macro that has multiple adjustments on one call. And now you can do that here. You're going to go into your custom adjustments. You're going to create your custom adjustment. Everything that we've ever had at pre-snap or at coaching adjustment is available to you. From there, you name it, and you can make up to 20 on offense and then make 20 on defense. The catch, Nick, you like this. The catch is you can only go into game with 10. 10 on offense and 10 on defense, okay? Now I've made a custom adjustment. How do I call it? Well, look at your favorite play, figure out which one you're going to call. We're looking at cover 3 sky here, fellas. We just hold down that button right next to your stunts and twists. There's your macro. That's your custom adjustment right there. You can go and get busy. All right, then let's say you come out in pre-play and someone's running some type of cheese. You go, okay, well, I got something for this. I'm going to tap L1. L1 is our custom adjustment button. You go there, you hit L1, and call whatever one you got, right? You got 10 of them to choose. You got all the options you want, right? All right, we're starting to cook here. So now, typically, I'm going to press my DBs up. I'm going to pinch my line, show blitz. I would have went through multiple different stages just to get to this. Now I've got it all in 2. All in 2. Yeah, shout out. Yep, you know what time it is.
Hey, shout out to the guy that made
Winners
that throw.
win. We don't play around here, you know? We're making it, this is the best right here. And let's get to this. When you talk about custom adjustments, one of my favorite parts of this feature, and there's a ton of you in here, right? There's a lot of what I call 1%ers that are the best of the best, but there are a lot who love the game, who play the game, who play it, and they're sitting next to their buddy. Dude, I know you're scrambling.
6-1 all day, baby.
I know you're running. I know you are. How do I stop it? Right? And you don't want to deal with the sweat fest. Rob Jones does not want to deal with the sweat fest at the line of scrimmage. So therefore, he just hits L1, presses A, and now he's got both ends in contain. He's got a QB spy, and we are clamping up that quarterback scramble. Ben Kurt, we're loving that, aren't you, buddy? Yep, shout it out to it. All right? This is everything. You got all these types of defaults on offense and defense. You've never had control at this level before.
I fuck with the custom
All right.
adjustments.
Now
though.
you've heard a bunch of
That's
different
probably the best
features,
thing I've seen
right?
in some part
Now
of the
what
game.
should you expect? When it comes to on the sticks between Madden and college football, college is still all about wide open gameplay, being loose in control, making those big plays, those side-to-side plays like one of my favorites, Reggie Bush. And then you look at Madden, it's all about everybody's fast in the NFL. It's tight, it's pro-level precision. Playbooks. It's the wide splits in Tennessee and Oklahoma. It's about spread, being more variety. Tempo is everything. Here it's about the deeper schemes, more compressed, chest level strategy. The smarter game is over
And
at
honestly,
Madden
we're not going to
football.
be able to validate any of this gameplay.
And then you look at
stuff
coverage,
until we
base
actually play
shells,
it.
bigger win differentiation, bit more zone windows. In the NFL, you're talking simulated pressures, disguised looks, and just overall smarter adjustments.
See Allen
In the
28.
trenches, the difference between the best player in college
Bigger
football and
run
yours
lanes. There you
is
go.
much bigger than it
Dolo's
is in the
back
NFL.
in
So
now.
you've
He's
got
gonna be
bigger
cooking with the run.
lanes Where you got elite
Dolo said,
gap
"Give him
integrity,
Michigan, he's
pocket
straight."
battles every snap. It's the best of the best. AI play, we got base progressions. These are student athletes, even though we got our guy Dante Moore here, who is one hell of a player. And then you look at here, my guy Matt Stafford, at that level, these guys are surgeons. This is what you're going to see when you pick up the sticks on Madden 27. And then abilities. In college, you get a max of 5, which you know and love
So
is
Madden's
still
going to
there.
have unlimited abilities.
Madden takes the tiered system and says, you know what? They're unlimited. A player can have an unlimited number of
So
abilities.
now you have
again
cut
stars
from
feeling
jump
like
without
stars.
it being cut.
And then there's home field advantage, where you're in Death Valley.
I like
and it's
the
an actual
custom
weapon,
adjustments they showed.
or
I
you're
think that's
going
been the
into
best thing
Arrowhead,
they've showed.
and you got to execute under pressure.
I don't know that I was necessarily
There's
anticipating
a lot
that
of things
or
coming,
asking
and
for
I
that,
cannot wait.
but I'm
This
not
is
mad at that. I
the
actually like
smartest
that. I think that's
football
pretty
game
good.
we have ever made. It is the most authentic football game we have ever made.
Like I
and
said, I
it's the
think they're
most
going to dumb
control
shit down
you have ever
on offense
had.
to boost
Trust
stuff
me
on
that.
defense to make it look like they've
It is
enhanced
one
everything.
game of football, but these are two totally
But they do that
different
every year, so
experiences.
nothing's
And I
really been a
cannot wait for
surprise.
you guys to get
But I
your
do like the
hands
custom
on
adjustments.
this
I think
thing.
that's
need
pretty
you guys
cool.
just to lock in, and I'll see you guys in a few weeks. Winners win, and I'm out. Much love to everybody. Back to you, Nick.
We just saw how much more control, strategy, and football intelligence is being built into gameplay this year. So let's bring in someone who can speak to that from both sides. A former NFL quarterback and
But
a serious
what
player
it
of
seems
these
like
games,
is that
none
running
other
the ball
than
from
Mr.
some of
Kurt
that
Banker.
stuff
Kurt, appreciate you spending
is
some time
going
with us.
to,
It's an exciting day here. I know you just watched
play a
OG.
big
That was a
part in
lot
college.
to digest, but as a former NFL quarterback, the control that you have offensively and defensively, the sheer number of adjustments they're giving to players, how is that going to change how people play the game at home?
You know, I think people are going to need to develop their own game plans and answers for problems that they come up with. And that's something OG and I talked about a lot getting through last Madden into this one is at the line of scrimmage, I wanted more control, and I think everybody wanted more control, and that's what we're seeing. And you even have to build your game plans with the adjustments to bunches and stacks. This thing is so deep, and it feels more like the real game that they play on Sundays, and I'm loving it so far.
They're bringing that authenticity. Are you
Yes.
excited to get your hands on the game?
Oh, man, I need it. I need it.
I know this man is going to be out in the streets. Appreciate you hanging out with us, man.
always good to
coming
see
out.
you.
You
What a
think
day
that
we're having
somebody
out
will
here
find it
in
early
Chicago.
enough,
That's
and
just
then
what makes these innovations
3 or 4
so
content
exciting.
creators will make
It's not
videos
just about
on it.
more features. It's about giving players more ways to
And
play,
then before you
more
know it,
ways
it'll be
to
like
think,
wildfire.
more ways to adjust and play football the way they want to play it. So that's how the game plays. Now
Yeah,
let's
they're
talk
not
a
going to
little
show
bit
us
about
the
those guys at home. Maybe
Superman
got Dynasty
dives
heads at
or
home?
what would
I
be
think
the
we probably have
equivalent
some
to this year's
Dynasty heads home. To
Superman
take us through
dive
Dynasty,
or
we've got none other
the
than
3-man
Christian
stack
McClellan, a
technique where you
former
can just shoot
Michigan
through,
State Spartan
you
like
get to put,
myself
you know,
and
your
production
private area
director
on
for
your
College
D
Football
lineman's
27.
butt. All right, Dynasty, boys. This is what we want. Let's see.
It is so exciting to be here in Chicago, a great hub of the Big Ten. And how about a big round of applause? All the mascots out there today, great Big Ten representation. Saw a little Albert the Gator, Raider Red. You guys are cool too. Sparty and I were originally going to do this as a team. Thought better, but I got you out there, Sparty. We appreciate you. So something we've been working on for years is a way to create the unsolvable puzzle in Dynasty mode. It started in College Football 25 and 26 with the introduction and refinement of coach archetypes and skill trees, balancing that with coordinators to create an RPG-like system where your decisions matter in crafting your program. For the last 3 years, we've had a vision for Dynasty to create the unsolvable puzzle for you, the fans, where every dynasty, every season, every school feels different and evolves over time, truly giving you 138 ways to play. Now for College Football 27, we're introducing the single biggest change in Dynasty mode since we first introduced recruiting in Dynasty Blueprint. Dynasty Blueprint is a full program management system that allows you to use a Dynasty points budget. You're able to hire staff, upgrade your facilities, and utilize the points on the recruiting trail in the form of NIL. But before we dive too deep into Dynasty Blueprint, we need to talk about the ultimate wild card in the system, and it's the personality and expectations of each school's athletic director. Each school is unique. Each school will have a different demeanor, with each demeanor impacting how difficult passing or failing an expectation will be. There's hundreds of expectations ranging from winning on the field and the recruiting trail to developing and maintaining facilities, and even some school-specific goals that are ingrained in the very identity of those schools. So if you are Ohio State, you better beat Michigan every single year to stay off the hot seat. Ensuring you're meeting your goals and your AD expectations is going to be key to sticking around, because you want to think, or you might have to think twice about jobs in the coaching carousel. So do you have the right coaching archetype to get the job done? Are the expectations too high based on your career level? Does the school's AD have a different vision for the program that you want to build? This is what's going to set your Dynasty Blueprint in motion, and what makes it even cooler,
I think
these
G5
are
is going to be a lot more
dynamic.
fun because
They're
of
going
this.
to change season to season based on success
so limited
and failure.
on points.
So, you've selected your team, you manage your AD expectations, you're going to be asked to allocate some of your budget to your team support staff. Coordinators will already be on your staff in year one. They can be hired once you get to the carousel in the offseason. We'll get to that in a little bit. But this is where you're going to add a variety of staff that can assist with accruing more Dynasty points, helping with recruiting, increasing player progression, or potentially reducing NIL asks. Keep in mind, though, these skills all work as a multiplier or a potential counterbalance to your coaching archetype, so choosing the proper mix of staff based on your skill tree and your coordinators is going to be key. And based on overwhelming community feedback, once you get to the offseason, you are now able to offer any coach or coordinator a job.
I
Good,
fuck with
it's
this.
exciting. This is what Mills you wanted.
I fuck with this.
Right?
Being able to
Expected
poach
Dynasty
coordinators,
point
boy,
values
people
will be
about to
based on the coach
toxic.
and your school, so you don't just expect to go in there, throw a giant bag of Dynasty points at somebody and expect them to sign with your team.
Is it guaranteed
more on
to
that
get
later.
beta
We're gonna
access
talk
though,
about the
Ferris?
coaching carousel in a little bit. Next up, facilities. Facilities control how much XP your players are going to accrue, with each level also unlocking equipment slots.
If the 150
These
is
slots
guaranteed,
are going to allow you to reduce injuries,
okay,
reduce
I'll
wear
have
and
to
tear,
download it too, then.
increase season health, and extend the life of your facilities. That's right. Facilities degrade over time. So not just important that you increase your facilities if you want to ensure your players are performing at the best, but you're also going to want to make sure that you budget enough to maintain those facilities.
We'll trust that he's going to be a reliable source for that.
Risk potentially losing players to injury or on the recruiting trail as your facility grade drops. The final place where you're going to spend your budget is around NIL for recruits, players already on your team, and in the transfer portal. You're going to be able to use NIL to help bring in high school recruits, but not all recruits will require NIL. These are going to be dependent on your school's prestige, proximity to the recruit, and also the school grades. All of these will determine the desired NIL of the player at your school. Important. NIL is not an instant win mechanic on the recruiting trail. It's a scholarship bonus that can be increased or decreased depending on how you're trending with that recruit. It's still important that you hit on your recruit's perfect pitch, visits, deal breakers, if you want to lock that player to committed state. You can also adjust your offers as recruiting boards begin to take shape, but be careful. You may upset your recruit and cause them to flip on you. Even more important than ever, because we have a brand new recruiting mechanic in college football 27.
This looks pretty cool.
Verbal commits. Big time. We're excited about this one.
Can you sway commits?
Verbal commits are going to add a risk-reward mechanic to recruiting and also change how you allocate your NIL bonuses. Don't think that once you've got a verbal, you can reallocate NIL or stop recruiting, because that player could potentially decommit, flip on you, go somewhere else.
This. Okay.
NIL also needs to be managed at the end of the season on your current roster.
Yeah,
Players' NIL asks will fluctuate based on star ratings, overall performance, if they won awards. You need to ensure you're correctly budgeting for NIL roster fluctuations, and that can be the difference between retaining players in the offseason or potentially losing emerging stars based on their dynamic deal breakers. Building your program and budgeting your dynasty points wisely all culminates in the new coaching carousel for college football 27. We're very excited about this one. New this year, you're going to be able to express interest in schools even if they're not on the top candidates list. No more 6 schools only.
Hell yeah, Ferris, let's go.
But be careful. Expressing interest in too many schools is going to impact your coach stability grade if you stay at your current school.
Oh, I do like that.
As mentioned earlier, you now have the ability to make offers to coaches across the country at various different coach levels, not just a preset of interested coaches. And dynasty points can be used to sweeten that pot and increase that interest, making up to 6 offers per coordinator, allowing you to lock in that program changing hire. So we are excited,
this is nice.
And incredibly excited actually, to see all of the battles that break out in online dynasties, who's going to be battling for those coordinators, and
we got to get you to use
about
it
that whole
once.
situation. But that is not all. Outside of Dynasty Blueprint, we have added much more to Dynasty. We have added wear and tear management. Super exciting here. We have added, based on community feedback, expanded league history. You can go back to the 1800s now and take a look at league history.
Is crazy.
Expanded team historical stats.
I want them to show historical head-to-head user
Coach mode
stats within a league.
is now in Dynasty mode. It's exciting. User selectable crowd themes before you go into your Dynasty games. Very exciting.
Okay. Crowd pattern.
And Stadium Builder inside of Team Builder. And one quick note on this as well, you will be able to edit your teams in Team Builder at the start of every single Dynasty year. So no more one and dones.
Okay.
This was an absolutely huge year for Dynasty. And our team in Orlando cannot be more excited to give you this program management sandbox.
We've been asking for this kind of shit
all
for
the different
years on
ways
Dynasty.
you're going
It's nice
to build
see
your
they're finally
programs
delivering.
on the quest for a national championship.
Dynasty is one of those modes where everybody has a story. Maybe you're taking over a powerhouse. Maybe you're building up a small school.
I'm geeked for this, bro.
Maybe you're
The
chasing that
Dynasty
perfect
mode
recruiting
is
class.
fucking elite.
And this year, it looks like there are even more layers.
We'll wait to see if
what
the
it means to
gameplay
actually
matches.
run a program. So
but
let's bring in
definitely
someone who lives and breathes this mode.
some
Bordeaux
of the
joining us
features
at
for
the
Dynasty
desk to
with
break down
the
what stood out.
customization,
First
the
of all, you're happy
NIL,
you're
the
not playing cover
recruiting.
athlete.
I am so thankful.
They're fucking
if I
hitting,
still
bro.
lose to the computer,
They
it is what
are
it is.
hitting.
But
Let me ask you, have you picked out the school you're going with next year? Can you give us a
I
little
have
spoiler?
no idea.
Yeah,
I
okay,
haven't
no
even
spoilers.
started counting down yet,
No
so
spoilers.
we got a long way to go.
As somebody who lives and breathes this mode, what
Yes,
are you
sir.
most excited about from what you saw in that presentation?
Definitely just having to manage the budget and be able to really struggle with a small school. I want to struggle, and the difference maker between like Kent State versus Ohio State, got like a 25x different in budget. It's going to be very hard. Might take 20 years. I don't know yet, but scary. I'm
And
excited to get
by the
into
way,
it.
as a content guy, once
Yes,
that
sir.
5-star recruit decommits, you're going to have a video. You're going to have to do a press conference for that one.
I might have to just lose my mind. And also, when they come back and they're asking for twice as much money, that is also really frustrating.
Hey, I can't wait to see. I know we're going to get the tweets coming out about what team you're choosing, so I can't wait to see who you choose. I appreciate you hanging out with us. So let's shift from building a program to building a player.
Yeah, no, the management shit is dope. Yeah, I really don't want to drop 150, but to get that beta. Hey, do you know, is there a time limit for the beta?
Road to Glory has always been a mode that's been rooted in meaningful decisions and managing your potential. Every player enters a road to glory with talent and opportunity, but talent alone does not define a career. This year, Road to Glory is all about how you can maximize that talent and your journey through high school to the Hall of Fame. And it begins with an all-new way of building your player. We're excited to announce that 3 new positions will be coming to Road to Glory this year: edge rusher, tight end, and free safety. Also new this year, right, is how you're going to build your player. You've got a decision point to make. Do you try to become a one of one, or do you use a legend template? If you choose to go the one-on-one route, you're going to be tasked with allocating your skill points to create your rating caps. Once you get to college, you will be able to upgrade individual attributes. There will also be opportunities to earn cap breakers that you can truly make you one of one and one of the best players in college football of all time. You can also choose a legend template. This is going to allow you to set a base archetype based on college football greats. Cap breakers are also in play here, so if you're looking to take a Legends ratings to the next level, you can. So we talked about rooting the mode in meaningful decisions. So new this year, we're going to be tracking those decisions throughout your career through what we're calling Legacy Score. Legacy Score is a collection of meaningful moments in your career, and it starts with your star rating in high school. And it's going to ladder all the way through another new addition, which is your NFL draft score. Every game you play, every play you make, every award you win adds up on your legacy score, and it's going to move you up the draft boards. The journey still begins in high school this year. Players loved high school. They said it was fast, fun. We heard the feedback, but we also heard the feedback that you did not feel you were being rewarded enough for base mechanics and objectives. We've rooted those objectives in situations and teaching the mechanics of the positions, while also adding hundreds of new team impacts to make you feel way more rewarded on positive plays. Also new to College Football 27 is the ability to import team builder teams into high school for all of your opponents and for your college teams. In college, practice has been completely reworked. We have over 100 new football fundamentals and drills available to teach the game, earn your player XP, and reward your stick skills. Off the field, a new fitness meter has been added, impacting your player's XP, multipliers, weight, ratings increases and decreases. You're going to have to balance that fitness because off the field, we have over 100 new scenarios. Audrey may be coming back. Spoiler alert. Many are going to throw curveballs that your player's going to have to manage on their quest for the Heisman, the national championship, or the #1 overall pick in the upcoming draft. But you cannot forget about the classroom. New to College Football 27 are tests and quizzes, actual tests and quizzes. So depending on how prepared you are, your academic meter is going to impact how hard the test is going to be. So feel free to spend time on the practice field and wing your test, but if you have a big geology test coming up, you may need to spend some time hitting the books to ensure you're academically eligible. These are actually very hard and very fun. The transfer portal also completely overhauled. We have brand new coach interactions. We have deeper context around schools providing you offers, or your coach may potentially ask you to leave the school. It could happen as well. And if you manage your time and energy successfully on and off the field, you may just have the chance to be invited to New York for the penultimate award in college football, the Heisman Trophy celebration. Road to Glory in College Football 27 is the culmination of a 3-year vision where we wanted to give users the ability to craft their own legacy through meaningful decisions. We cannot wait to see the archetypes created by the community and watch the content created by you, the fans. But the journey doesn't stop in college. There's much more waiting for you and your player when they make it to the NFL.
Dynasty is about building the program. Road to Glory is about building you. This is where the college football journey gets personal, from who you are as a player to the position you play to the identity you create on and off the field. And we've got the perfect group here to talk about that because they're living the real version of this journey right now. Here now with college cover stars Dante Moore, Malachi Tony, and Kejuan Lacey. Gentlemen, appreciate you guys coming up and chatting with us. What an exciting time for you guys to be on the cover of College Football 27. Dante, I want to ask you, as somebody who we've got these legacy scores, we've got these legend builds. You can build your player based on somebody. Was there somebody that you, when you were growing up, you were modeling your game after?
Yeah, that's why I wear number 5. I kind of wanted to be like Braxton Miller growing up in Ohio State. Kind of wanted to model my game.
The Ohio State University. I just want to make sure they heard that. Braxton Miller. All right, carry on.
But yeah, I feel like this Braxton, he just, the way he played the game, the way he was
not impressed
the way
by that.
he, moved the ball downfield, I feel like I was, model my game after him.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, Malachi, those big moments, they play so well in the game. Do you feel like those big moments are something that adds to your legacy as a player when you're able to make a moment that makes it on SportsCenter Top 10?
Yeah, I feel like big moments shape you as a player because pressure is a privilege. And some players rise up to the occasion and some don't, but one moment or play don't define you as a player.
All right, Kejuan, I got to ask you the hard question. You can pick a lot. We got new players, new positions you can choose in Road to Glory this year. If you weren't a running back, what position are you playing?
I'd probably play like nickel, safety, something like that.
You'd be looking at center field out there. You'd be ready to lay some lumber out there.
Yeah.
Our cover athletes up here, gentlemen, congratulations on making the cover and good luck this year. That's exactly what we're capturing in Road to Glory, those same decisions, those same trade-offs, playing out every step of your journey. And that's what makes the experience so powerful because everything you do here carries forward, from high school to college to the NFL. Let's take a look at what happens when that journey continues at the next level. This is Superstar.
More Madden stuff. Lewis said Kejuan can't see no more. Facts. Kejuan ain't seeing nothing, bro.
My name is Clint Oldenburg. I'm a production director for Madden NFL. It is great to be here in Chicago, home of the Bears. We get to talk some football tonight. What could be better than that? But before I dive into Superstar, I do want to give a shout out to the development teams from Tiburon. Around the world watching tonight, they are still putting the finishing touches on these games. They're working from Victoria, Austin, Madrid, and Orlando. Please join me in giving the team a round of applause. All right, let's dive into Superstar, okay. Like Christian said, you're coming in to the NFL from college. You've made it to the league. What you build in college acts as the foundation for the next level. And at Superstar, that starts with your skill set and your draft grade. But any NFL player will tell you, getting drafted is just the beginning. It's not about just getting here. It's about what you do once you arrive. In addition to our existing 5 positions, Superstar has more ways to play this year. Just like in Road to Glory, you can continue your path across 3 new positions, including tight end, free safety, and edge rusher. So now you're here. In Superstar, the journey is just as important as the destination. And this journey is about becoming the GOAT, the greatest of all time.
I see Clemson.
Every decision and every performance will shape your legacy, testing whether you have what it takes to get to Canton. For us this year, everything starts with progression. How your career develops is based on the decisions you make both on and off the field. We've brought more depth and authenticity while giving you more control over how you build your player. And the better you play, the more you'll earn influence within your league. To deepen progression, we've added new skill trees.
Yeah.
You'll customize your development across your core skills, physicals, mentals, and abilities. And as Christian said on college, eventually cap breakers, becoming the exact player that you want to be. But those skills and abilities only matter if they have a meaningful impact on the field. So this year we've added another way to upgrade with specialties. As you level up, you'll start to unlock new in-game mechanics. These are specific to the gameplay inside a Superstar. One example shown here is for quarterbacks called Pressure Radar. When unlocked, it gives you a visual cue that shows you that pressure is near and where it's coming from. A sixth sense that
So they're
separates
basically
the
giving you a
elite
2K
quarterbacks
My Player
from
rating.
everybody else. These are emergent mechanics unlocking more power the deeper you play, and they make your career more rewarding. Along the way, you'll hit several career-defining moments called boss battles. A new addition to Game Day Beats, these are spotlight matchups against the most elite players in the league, where the pressure is high, but the reward's just as great, and victory will have a major impact on your legacy. These moments aren't scripted. It's all about how you perform on the sticks against the best of the best. Both on and off the field, your career is shaped by the relationships you build. The improved sphere of influence tracks your relationships within your league, from coaches and teammates to local beat writers and even NFL legends. These relationships can unlock performance boosts, new gear, more play calling control,
The beat writers.
and for the media, have a real impact on
Is
if
that a-
and
is that a
when
Mike Vrabel
you
thing?
get voted into the Hall of Fame.
I wonder if they added that in there for him.
And that's not all. You can also unlock superstar powers, where you gain career-changing perks that influence how your team is built around you, from signing free agents to demanding a trade. Relationships matter, and managing them brings unprecedented control over your career and the league at large. With so many ways to develop your superstar, how do you keep focused on game day? To stay on track, you'll have the Superstar HUD, a one-stop shop where you can easily see your progress against weekly objectives, milestones, and wear and tear management, along with improved player grading. The HUD keeps you connected to your goals and makes sure that everything important is visible. As you experience the ups and downs of pro football, you'll find out that the league always keeps receipts. We're introducing a new system called the GOAT Tracker, which measures progress on your path to greatness over the course of your entire career. It tracks your skills, legacy, and popularity. It shows you exactly how you measure up to the best to ever do it at your position, the true GOATs of the NFL. But your status is dynamic. It can fall just as fast as it rises. So stay focused. You're not just trying to fill the stat sheet. You're chasing NFL immortality. So to close, relationships matter. Every decision shapes your career. Every performance shapes your legacy. The question is, do you have what it takes to earn your gold jacket?
Now we're getting
This
into
guy had like
Superstar, and
no
this is where the
personality
career really
presenting any of
starts.
that.
Draft night is the first big moment, but
He's like,
after
I'm
that,
just gonna
it's about
read
how
this
you
and get
grow,
off stage.
how you perform, and how you become the kind of player the league has to pay attention to. And to talk about that, we had to bring in someone who knows all about becoming must-watch, the legend, none other than Chad Johnson being here with us. Oach, great to see you, my friend.
Hey, thank you for having me. I really appreciate that. Matter of fact, thank you for having me here to be a part of all of this.
Dude, of course.
You know why?
Why?
Because I'm the greatest Madden player of all time.
He said it. He said it. You'll out in the online streets, you can challenge him. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
We've got these new boss battles
Yes.
in Superstar mode. Who was a corner that maybe brought the best out of you? Who made you rethink how you played the game?
You know what? Matter of fact, not only made me rethink how I played the game, he made me want to retire. And that's Darrell Revis. Obviously, one of the few battles that I've had that I lost, and I had 2 times, and I lost both times. So Revis, if you happen to see this, I want my rematch.
He wants his right here. Right here.
At some park, any park. I just want to put my cleats on and try again.
We've got this new GOAT tracker
Yes.
in the Superstar mode, and we talk about the GOATs of the game, guys like the Tom Brady's of the world. What separates the GOATs from the really goods?
You know what the funny thing about it is the NFL is the 1%ers. Everybody's fast. You know, everybody's quick, everybody can run, everybody can catch, everybody can throw. But what separates Tom Brady and the Peyton Mannings from the rest is upstairs.
All the mentals.
It's all mental. The game is 90% physical, and that 10% is what separates everybody else.
Last question. Do you want the smoke in Madden NFL 27 and College Football 27? You ready?
Who wants to lose?
I love that. I love that. We've seen what it takes to build a player, but at the NFL level, it's all about something bigger. Running a team and ultimately the entire league. This is my mode. This is franchise.
you guys have my phone out there?
All right. Let's talk about the most played mode in Madden.
Hey,
franchise.
Quiet. No, y'all
So we're
aren't
going to set
listening
the
to
stage
anything here.
first. We're going to put you on the hot seat. Day one, running the Chicago Bears, just like our friend Vince here that you saw earlier. You've locked up your franchise quarterback. Now everything else is on you. Building your roster, that's easy. Managing people, that's hard. What decisions will you make? The first thing you immediately realize, when you make those decisions, you must be ready to handle the impact. This year in franchise, you're not managing a spreadsheet. You're managing people. Franchise is now built on the all-new Persona engine.
Hazel.
This is the second year in a multi-year mission to fundamentally change how franchise plays. It gives every player motivations, emotions, and behaviors that evolve dynamically over time. Just like real humans, these players think for themselves. Powered by Persona DNA, which are new traits that impact the culture of your team, from players' attitudes to contract negotiations to roster demands. And every reaction is based on your performance and the choices you make each week. So now you're gearing up for week 1 versus the Panthers. Kickoff is finally here. But don't get comfortable. NFL 365 does not wait for you. All the events coming from the Persona engine are delivered through the new weekly hub and emergent actions, where you can see your franchise reacting in real time through an experience built to feel like modern sports media. Fast, reactive, and always moving. This is the front door to your franchise. Storylines, personnel, and breaking news are emerging based on the choices you and the other teams are making each week for both human and AI-controlled teams. There's no scripts here. No two leagues play out the same. So you start the year hot, and Caleb's playing at an MVP level. How quickly expectations can change. The question becomes, do you have what it takes to win a Super Bowl now? Do you stay patient and trust the roster you have? Or do you go all in? You hear an emergent rumor that there's a generational talent on the trade block, a player that can turn a contender into the favorite overnight. Rams fans, stop me if you've heard this one recently. You decide to go all in. You trade multiple first-round picks for all-world pass rusher Max Crosby. That one decision doesn't just change your roster. It changes the entire league. Your locker room reacts. Your former starting edge is probably unhappy. Your salary cap tightens for the future. And the league responds. You now have that target on your back. What moves will happen as a result? Your decision-making and people management go beyond making big trades. One of the most fun new mini games within the Persona engine is our all-new interactive negotiation mechanic.
Just because there's
to negotiate like a pro,
turnovers
you
in
must know
teams.
the player you're working with,
And
balance his
usually
needs
people aren't
with what's best
having
for the
trouble
team.
with the negotiations or trading
Players
their
can push
star
back,
players
hold
in a
out,
user
demand
league
more,
unless
or
they're like
totally
getting
buy
over
in
on other users.
based on their unique mixture of Persona DNA. Let's walk through one of these negotiations. I got to go off script for this one, okay? So Joe Thuney, you're all pro left guard. Kurt, where you at? How important is a good left guard? Very important, yes. I also chose a left guard. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I used to be a lineman. So Thuney, great player, all pro. He's got a year or two left on his contract, and he's coming to the table. He wants to extend his contract one more year, probably his last opportunity to get a payday. So this is the negotiation screen. This is where you're going to land. If you direct your eyes up to the top, you can see those are the deal breakers that match his Persona DNA. He's coming to you. He wants a little bit more contract value up front. So we're going to give him that first 5% increase on his bonus. Here's where you see the negotiations. This is you as the coach talking to your player. This is the conversations that are happening in this minigame. And this is the really important part. You've got to balance, this is a time-based minigame. You've got to balance how quickly his patience runs out versus how interested he is in the contract offer that you're giving him.
Nah.
And these
They
are the
did show a bunch of
decision
cool
options.
stuff for Dynasty
These
and
are the ways
recruiting.
you as the coach or the GM are going to push
They
the
finally gave us what
conversation
we wanted in
forward.
college football,
And
which
these
is
are going to
dope.
be dynamic every round of the negotiation based
been
on
on
what he's
Madden here for
asking
probably like
for
the last
and
10
what's
minutes.
best for the team. If you take your eyes up to the upper right corner again. This is the persona DNA that I talked about. If you look at the top one, the mindset, that's the dynamic one. Right now, he wants a contract extension. That's what it's telling you. And then you've got to look at his persona DNA to figure out what's important to him as a player to match the deal breakers. So I'm going to preview. I'm not going to lock in. I'm going to preview. What if I hold firm? What if I don't give Thuney his deal? We believe that number works for both sides. It respects you and keeps us where we need to be as a team. Like Kurt said, like I said, linemen are people. Linemen are important. We're not going to do that. We're going to give him that 15% bonus because I want this guy on my team to go win a Super Bowl with the Chicago Bears. We're going to give him more guaranteed money to extend his contract. He's in, he's bought in, signs the contract, and if you notice, his mindset has changed. He's now comfortable with the situation. So that's an example of a negotiation. There's many of these that you'll come across within your league. And to make negotiations feel even more real, we've added tools fans have demanded: holdouts, incentives, no trade clauses, trade demands. Come on, Mills. Come on, Mills. Tools that allow you ultimate agency in your decision making. And one additional detail: you can delegate any emergent action or negotiation to your staff at any time, but know that every decision you make will have consequences. And speaking of staff, we've also begun adding real-life coordinators into franchise. You'll see them come up on the sideline and the booth, along with more depth to our coach DNA systems.
More
so your staff will play just as big a role in your success as your players, and add more longevity and authenticity to your league. Real-life coordinators only scratches the surface of how we're delivering.
I'll be right back, boys. I'm just going to mute this real quick so nobody hears the kids. Let this continue to roll here.
Breath for this
be right back.
Slide. In addition to the negotiation tools I've already mentioned, the Persona Engine brings so much more. Holdouts, restricted free agents, free agent frenzy, franchise tags, transition tags, all of them. Undrafted free agent negotiations, super sim playbooks, plus coach mode, more segments and weekly recap and halftime show. And an all-new exclusive archetype for players who continue their career from college dynasty to Madden franchise. So, built on the back of our innovative new Persona Engine, franchise is now a living, breathing ecosystem. Every decision you make can create a ripple effect of dynamic reactions, from building your roster, to managing your players, to hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. It's your league, except now the league plays back.
Now let's bring in the guy you've just built a team around, Chicago Bears quarterback and the Madden NFL 27 cover athlete, Caleb Williams. Caleb, great to have you with us. How's today been for you? This had to be exciting.
Yeah, no, this is exciting. Fun times, childhood dream, and can't wait to play it myself.
What does it mean to you to be a Madden cover athlete?
Yeah, like I said, it was a childhood dream. It's super grateful. A lot of hard work to be put into this game, but also a lot of hard work that I've put in to be in this position. And so to combine those two things, I'm really excited to be on the cover, and excited for a historic moment for myself and Chicago Bears.
Let me ask you, let me put you in the minds of a GM. I know you're busy playing quarterback, but if you're building a team, where are you starting? Are you getting weapons? Are you building offensive line? Are you starting defense first? What's the first thing you're building?
Yeah, just because if I'm playing the game, I'm probably going offensive line, defense, and then I'm going.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I'll tell you this though, as a guy who lives in Detroit, you're causing a lot of pain for Lions fans out there. So you're going to chill out a little bit, or?
No, that's not.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I tried. Caleb, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Congratulations on the cover, my friend.
Thank you.
Let's bring back our very own Sean Grady to talk about a brand new membership program.
All right, everybody, we are in the home stretch. Thank you so much for sticking around with us tonight. I do have one more thing for you, and that is today we are introducing a new way to access the full football experience. We know many of you play our games almost every day and buy our game every year, And until now, we haven't had a consistent way to recognize you as our most valued players. So this season, we're introducing a new EA Sports MVP Plus membership. This is a new membership program that gives our most dedicated players more value, more access, and more football for the same price as the MVP bundle. Now, here are just a few highlights. Members will be the first to play earlier than ever before with 7 days early access. Members will receive guaranteed access to our beta programs. And by the way, that starts tonight for college football after the show, moments away. And members will receive exclusive progression content in some of your favorite modes, like franchise, like dynasty in Madden and college football. And members will also receive exclusive launch content and content throughout each month in Ultimate Team to help you build and progress and compete with your fantasy team. All together, this is the most value we've ever offered at launch. And importantly, we're going to continue adding value to the MVP Plus membership over time so our most loyal fans feel rewarded and recognized playing college football and Madden NFL year after year. You can sign up for EA Sports MVP membership starting right now, as I said. And again, thank you all for joining us here tonight. We do have our creators starting right after this, so don't go anywhere. I hope you had a great night. This was our opening drive. Thank you to everybody that joined us. Have a great night. Thank you.
Tonight, you've seen what football looks like when everything is connected. From building a program on Saturdays, to creating your path as a player, to proving yourself in the NFL, to controlling the entire league. Everything you do carries forward. Every decision matters. This is one connected football experience where every mode, every moment, and every decision builds on the last. This is the future of football at EA Sports, where millions of fans don't just watch the game, they build it, live it, and shape where it goes next. This is College Football 27 and Madden NFL 27. Build it, live it, control it. This is your football journey. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, your favorite creators and athletes playing the games earlier than we've ever seen them before, live here in Chicago. Let's look at who we have here, a full array of creators. And I'm going to have some guests up here on the desk as we go. I got Kurt Bankert standing next to me right now, my friend. Is this not one of the more exciting days to be a part of the Madden and college football family?
Man, I love this. I love getting all these guys in a room. We get really cool content out of it, cool conversations, and this game is really spectacular. I'm excited about all these reactions we're going to get over here in a few minutes and see what these guys think about it, but I think they're going to enjoy it.
We've got an unbelievable array of games out here today, from creators to athletes to some people you might see on the cover of these games.
The cover, Caleb Williams, man, what an incredible player.
Unbelievable, and as some of your favorite creators at home, so appreciate everybody who's been hanging out with us and watching the show. We couldn't do it without you guys, and I'll tell you this, I think the community is going to love a lot about what they heard tonight.
I think they are too, man. I think the full control of the game is at your disposal, and you got to develop your game plan, your bag, and figure out how you're going to play this game, and I think a lot of people are going to enjoy that customization of this new game.
How about the legend Mike Vick in the building, the man who broke Madden 04.
04, man. Probably one of my favorite ones because it was so dominant to play with him in the game.
He is, I think he is like, he epitomizes Madden. He is Madden. When you think Madden, you think Michael Vick.
Especially for us, like our age, like Michael Vick was Madden football for me growing up, and it's incredible to see him in the same room with a player that plays real similar. Caleb Williams, created player, runs around, slings it. It's cool to see those two guys sitting side by side.
And next to Mike Vick is Fendler. He epitomizes creator. So that's pretty cool.
Him, man. We got to play last year at the reveal of the game, and he definitely took a game.
He brags way too much about how much he beat you by. I'm just throwing it out there.
I'm not gonna lie to you. He got lucky.
Okay.
Everybody
yeah,
gets theirs.
I know. Oh,
Everybody
I know.
gets theirs.
Yeah, I know. I don't listen to any of that one. Look at the legend Cam Newton out there.
Man, dude.
Auburn's finest, Carolina Panther, New England Patriot. Cam's getting involved. I think Cam might be kind of nasty on the sticks.
He is. He's really good. I've seen his videos. I've seen how he plays. He looks at it obviously from a quarterback's perspective, but he's got a little defense too. He knows the adjustments. What up, Cam? We see him over there. He's happy to be here. He's always a good time and a lot of good energy.
You know what's fun? I don't think anybody's not happy to be here. I think everybody's having a great time here.
I mean, this is cool, man. Like, what a cool venue. A lot of cool different activations here, different videos, and I think when you get a bunch of different creative people in the same room, you never know what's going to happen. And we had some one-on-ones and mascots strapping people up. I mean, it was crazy earlier.
Do you think anybody's excited to watch Caleb Williams, Cam Newton, and Mike Vick play? I got more fun. I thought they were all here to see me, but apparently
it's pretty iconic, man.
Yeah, I get it. No,
look at these guys, these quarterbacks, iconic. Nice little lineup here in Fenway.
And Fendler. And Fendler's there, too.
Any turn on weather? No, we can't.
We're going to get into some gameplay as we start off with the number 1 and number 2 Madden players in the world in Henry and John Beast. He's done okay in competitive Madden.
Yeah,
Over $1 million won. I mean, not too bad. Joining us at the desk now.
OG.
We're bringing the OG out here.
OG,
Yo,
I just want to say thank you, man. I just want to say thank you to you and the team for all the hard work that you guys have put in from this past year to this year. I got to play like 5 or 6 games already, and I can feel it come to life from all the things we talked about last offseason.
Yeah, and you helped play a part in that, man. This guy is always one phone call away. I was going to reference the China calls. He could get into that in his channel, man. There's no one that does it better, man. So, super excited, man. We're on a run right now, and I'm not gonna apologize for that.
Balls out. Let me ask a question. Was it as fun doing this as it looked like up there? You exude excitement for this game. You love this game.
Yes.
How exciting is it to get to show the people at home, not just the ones here, but the ones watching at home, all the things you guys have been hard at work on?
I mean, it's a lot of fun, man. It's the amount of detail, and I told you, man, I haven't missed a Rams game in 30 years.
You had to bring up Myles Garrett as a Browns fan. You had to bring that up.
I know. Welcome
Thanks,
to the
man.
Rams,
Appreciate it.
baby. No, it's just so it's there. There's a level of attention to detail that you're always trying to get. I look at this guy here as an example. Like, I've always wanted to build something in our team, to build something that he could go ahead and play no different than when he was in his NFL locker room. We want that type of a deep detail. It's always going to be as accessible for the young kids coming in, but we want it as deep for guys like him, NFL coaches, and eventually, these guys are going to go in, say scouting reports are in there, everything is in there. Guys are running their concepts against these specific defenses. That's where, ultimately we got to go.
We got none other, by the way, than Ocho taking on Malachi Tony. I mean, that's a battle. I just want to hear them mic'd up. Or maybe we don't. I haven't been told from production.
I got my money on Malachi. I've seen Ocho play. He's all talk.
Dang. Well, Kurt, one thing that I have learned being a part of this community for so long is how much this game can teach people football.
Oh, man. Here we go.
And not just... We're talking about the adjustments that are added as we're going to get a kickoff return. Shout out to Corvallis, Oregon, as the Beavs and Ocho to the Krabowski.
Oh, you got 50 new celebration inputs this year,
How about Malachi
so you
Tony?
can swag out however you want.
Ocho's already taking the headset off. Malachi's yapping at him. He's letting him know, hey.
That's incredible.
I took it, taking it out on Ocho's now like it was the headset that didn't let me stop that.
Ocho's looking for an excuse.
He's looking to see if the buttons were on the actual headset. He's like, hold on.
Man. He's hilarious.
But you add in not just the new adjustments teaching that, but you talk about the franchise stuff, adding contract things like RFAs. And how good is this game at teaching somebody the ins and outs of both college and the NFL?
It's really cool because my transition out of the NFL came from trying to teach the game through Madden. I had one video that I decided to go live on, and I was just answering questions in chat, and it was like, man, like people really want the next level of football. And to have all the tools built in the game right now to be able to go at like deep depth. I have probably 3 years worth of content from this game alone, where in past years it felt like by the end of that Madden cycle I was running out of ideas.
I've taught them the game, yeah.
Exactly, but now, man, we're gonna have this thing stretched out for the entire year, and it's gonna be a building block. But you look at how you adjust the bunches and how you play stacks, all these like really intricate pieces of the game. The fact that kids at a young age are going to be exposed to this just lets them be, at an earlier age, exposed to really complex things. I think it's going to help them be whoever they can be in the sport, whether it be a coach, a player, or a fan, at a deeper level.
Plus, you guys have done a great job, I feel like, if you don't want to get into the nuts and bolts and really get into that, you just want to play some football, there's a lot you can really push to the side and use some of those quick adjustments and not have to get too much in the weeds. You're just looking to boot up and, play your kid in a game of football. You don't need to be out there adjusting them zone drops on your 9-year-old. I'm playing 5-yard home curls.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it better. I mean, that was the whole thing. And just too.
That's your guy Bengal, by the way, playing. How good is he at the game?
He's not better than Bordeaux.
Okay.
That's what the streets are saying. But that was the thing is and we have all new pre-play controls as well, right? So you're not entering all these different states. And then it was like, you can call it skill gap and all that, like whatever. It's just like, Dude, Kurt doesn't need to go through that. His mentally, I want to be like, hey, man, who's the Andy Reid of Madden in college football? It shouldn't have to do this. It's about playmaking. It's about play sequencing. It's about setting things up. And that's, again, where we want to get to, and we're getting closer and closer every single year.
I would love to know what it's like, because I'm never going to experience it, for Dante Moore to load up the game and play as Dante Moore. That's got to be a wild experience.
Dude, it's really incredible. And I think, being here in person, seeing all these events, all the people in the same room, sometimes you have to take a step back and just realize how cool this is, because there was once a day where Dante was 7 years old.
Yeah.
And he was dreaming of this.
He was dreaming of this opportunity.
Exactly. And once you get into the game that you grew up playing, enjoying, and then you get to, go do it as yourself, it's really special. And oh my gosh.
We're breaking tackles.
Oh my gosh.
And breaking hearts.
Oh.
This man looking like Seabiscuit off to the races to the house.
And now he gets to celebrate as his teammate.
Hey, Bordeaux's still better than Bengal, baby. He's still better.
Checking in.
Clip it.
Still. Yep.
Clip it.
Yep.
Whoa.
Bengals questioning the tackling ability out there.
Palms up. Yeah. OG, that's one thing.
We're palms down. We're always palms down over here. Yeah.
One thing I will say about this.
Fendler is playing Vic wearing a Vic jersey, by the way. That's some shill move right there.
He's selling right now.
That's crazy. He's got Jameis Winston out there. By the way, why we got Jameis Winston out for the G-Men? Where's Jackson Dart? Can we talk to Fendler about why they're subbing out their man? It's Tyrone Tracy fighting towards the end zone down to the 1 yard line.
My son Junior somewhere just yelling at the screen. That guy is the biggest Jackson Dart fan that there is.
We love Jackson Dart around here.
Okay, all right.
Yep, I'm a big fan.
Yes.
Yeah, you think Cam Newton's playing as the Panthers? You think he probably got the Panthers out there? Yeah, okay. All right, keep pounding. Shout out my guy, One Gray User.
Hey, Cam can play. Have you seen Cam stream?
He's good.
He's good.
He's good.
He's a fun watch.
I'm curious, OG, from the EA perspective. This is the earliest we've seen gameplay.
Yes.
Was that a big sticking point for you guys, is getting the people at home to get to see full gameplay this early? Did that feel like a goal for you guys this year?
Absolutely. I mean, the more feedback, the better. That's what I was saying. I'm not sugarcoating anything. I'm not selling. There's this new tech. Dude, we're talking football. That's why I was calling my guy out here. Dude, we're just talking football. And that was it.
This
the
whole time I've been on
mute.
mute.
Get the better. This guy will send me a text or whatever and go like, hey, dude, this isn't very good.
Yeah.
You guys need to fix this. And it's real. And it's no different than we were both playing sports. You go in there, it's like, dude, get in here. Let's fix this thing. Go right back after it.
I feel like this is a power play, by the way, from Cam, playing standing up. That's a power move.
He's hype right now. I think that's one thing that I really appreciate you guys, OG. You guys have, since I started working with you guys in a bunch of different capacities, you have emphasized what can we do better. And every time I've brought something to the table, you have turned around and pushed towards whatever that is. And it's not just me. You guys read the chat, you read the DMs, you read the tweets, all that good stuff. The X, all of it.
Oh, man, just wearing me out.
And
but it's all worth it. It's all fun.
It
The
is.
crowd, they're good people, man. It's just it's passion, right?
It's passion, and everyone loves football, and people really love Madden.
Cam's calling out us. He's kill. He's out here doing something.
I think, Nick, too, there's something else, too. Like, maybe I'm dating myself, but when you're someone that was, waiting at GameStop and things
in
like
line,
that at
pre-release,
midnight, like it meant something, right? And so you always go back and reflect on those when you're making this game. Those things never leave.
I was talking with Sean Grady about for Malachi and for Dante and for Keywan to be on the cover of college football. After
I don't see nothing
2014,
really different
2015,
from the
you didn't know if you were
gameplay
ever going to have the opportunity to be on a college football game. So to have
far
it
as the
taken away,
graphics,
then
I
have it
think all the
brought back,
graphics
and
and the
now to be on the
presentation
cover of
looks
it, that's got to be
pretty
a wild thing to look back on.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Oh, Tommy Tremble! Look at the wheels,
telling you,
making the defense tremble to the end zone. Keep pounding.
I really do like Caleb's cool demeanor, man.
boy
He's
Cam's
a
silly, bro.
silent killer. Iceman, dude. He's so fun to watch.
All right, so Ocho down 7-0. He's blaming possibly the headset for the reason why he gave up a kickoff return. I'm sure that'll play well in the film room afterwards. 4th and 11. He's going for it. Ocho does not know there's a punter on his team. I'll let you know that. He does not know that there is any special teams out there as they're playing Corvallis, Oregon, and we're gonna get a false start. It's going to be 4th and 16 now. A couple too many adjustments going on.
A little too much.
Hey.
Now you're just hitting your custom adjustment button, and then you're
That's
saying
gonna help.
no deep passes.
I cannot
just
wait
keep
for that.
everything underneath.
I cannot wait for that.
Will the custom adjustments fight through crowd noise. Great call.
I do the
wow, I didn't say that. That is an absolute great point.
So if we're home field advantage, it's rocking in Ohio Stadium on a Saturday in November.
They're immune to home field advantage.
Oh, give it to me. Because you prepped for it in the week.
That's right.
We talked about that.
Real game day.
So it's not.
We did talk about
those
that.
adjustments are not a call at the line. This is a more of a play design of what
when he comes in, and Kirk can speak from personal experience, he's in a hostile environment. He's going like this. He knows he's going right to a smash concept.
Sure.
He already knows he's going to that.
I don't think he brought it in here,
He may
baby.
have a slide protection. Maybe he's got a half slide off of that, and he can go right ahead. That's a great call. I forgot to mention.
And he
and he's swagging. He's swagging out. He's swagging out. Will he use one of the new 50 inputs that we have to swag out? That's my question.
So that's a great call out for the chat at home. If you're using those custom adjustment packages, they're immune to the crowd noise. But then if I try to hot route out of that one, change it, that's where the crowd noise
That's
comes
realistic
into play.
because like when you're going into a game plan in a real game, you have your normal play, like you have your play sheet that's on a wristband, or you have your one-word calls or your 2-minute drill, and then you have
All right,
your.
well, boys,
for that
I'm going to
week,
cut
your
this
one-word
stream. I'm
plays.
going to restart it
Or
here
your
in just a
signal
minute
plays where
here.
you're
We're going
giving
to have our
everybody the
national
same thing.
championship
You're
game
walking
here
on the line of
against
scrimmage. You're
Clemson.
talking
Hopefully
in
the
their ear when it's
Tide
loud, but outside of that, you can't just go off the reservation
can
and make
bring
up a
back
bunch
the
of plays in a
relevancy
loud
here
environment.
before we take the
So
job
those
at
10
UT.
plays you bring into
So
a game, like
I'll see y'all
I
here
truly
in a
believe
few
you're going to have to
minutes.
build out your 10 stack.